Hey guys, Galactic Battlefront here, and today I just wanted to do a box opening from a Holy Grail that I found on eBay. So let's open this bad boy up. Alright, I am excited because I've wanted this for so long. So let's start to unwrap it. There they are. Let's get rid of that. Let's get all these out of here real quick. Hopefully nothing's damaged or broken in transit. Alright, get rid of that. So, as you can see, I have finally got these guys. Turn that down a little bit so you can see. I've wanted these for so long. These are the articulated ones. Obviously very expensive on eBay, very hard to find for a good price. And this was a complete set, so it was literally a no-brainer. So let me go ahead and open these up and display them, and then I will do a further review. And there they are, Delta Squad. I could not wait to get these guys. I've been watching eBay for so long, and finally I found a complete set. It even has this display stand, which I honestly don't remember being in the set, but it's there. It also did come with the Geonosian, so I will open him up at a later point in time. I really only cared about these four right here. I've wanted them, like I said, for so long, and it's just so cool to see them here on display with this little stand or whatever. It's not Geonosian sand color, but hey, I'll take it. You know, it's something cool to lay them out on, display them there. Obviously they are older and they are TVC. Well, not TVC. They are the older legacy clones. I guess that's what they're referred to. So they don't have the best articulation, but you can get some pretty cool poses with them anyway. And obviously they look really good. These aren't the ones that don't have the posable knees, as I said. These ones are the Toys R Us exclusive that do have that. And I think the other set where they don't have, or they have static legs, I guess you could say, they have 2 or 3 Geonosians in that set. I'm not familiar too much with that, but let me pull the loose guys off of here and move this back, and I will go through these one by one. Let me switch out to the macro lens. Alright, so as you can see, we are very zoomed in now. This is a 90mm macro lens, but I can get some pretty insane close-ups of the figure, so you'll be able to see pretty much every detail. So first, I just want to go over Sev, because he is probably my favorite character. So as you can see, nice dark red tone for blood, I'm going to assume. You have the nice blue visor, a little bit of blue on the shoulder pad thing here. We move down, you have some gray, a little bit of weathering, the abdomen area that falls down to the leg, and then you have this here. And I'm just going to go over his articulation. The articulation is going to be the exact same for all of them. Removable backpack, just go over that real quick. Nicely detailed. And then this disconnects here. Just put that aside. So this is basically what the standard backpack looks like. His just has the little attachment there for the shoulder piece. You can even see the little digital pad thing scanned there. In the game, that would say their last 2 digits of their numbers, so his would be 07. But following around to the back of the figure, not much weathering on the back plate here, but you do have some on his butt here, and then the back of the thighs, and then that falls around to the legs. You also have the bicep and tricep armors here. Nothing really on his shoulders. I have seen some people paint his shoulders blue. I personally don't know where that came from. I've always based him, anytime I've made a custom, especially in Lego, off of this figure. So You'll see blue painted on his shoulders, but not on this one, which is nice. Just to go over a bit of articulation here, head will spin 360 degrees, and you can get about that much up and that far down, and then that's him looking head on. Arms go up. Left one goes up, looks like a little bit higher. I'm sorry, right one goes up a little bit higher than the left one. Let me move him back a little bit so you can see. But that's about as high as they go. He has good forward and backward motion there. You can also go a little bit to the side. Not really too much, just a little bit. There's like a little movement there, but definitely up and down. Legs, you can get them pretty high up without nicking the paint on that side. This side is a little bit more of an issue. It will kind of eat into the plastic there, so you got to be careful when you're posing him. But you can get it up pretty high, and if you are like me and you're going to pose him anyway, you're going to probably ruin it. I might shave a bit of plastic off of here just to save it from hopefully not, like, destroying the figure. And knees bend about that much, so not too much movement there. A little bit in the feet, they can mostly bend down. That's about as far as they'll bend up. There is no movement in the wrist. These are just static, they're in there. That is for both sides. This is the trigger hand, and this is his claw hand, I guess, or the one that he holds stuff with. So overall, very good. I am pleased with this guy. He will look great next to the rest of them. I'm just going to go over his gun real quick because it is actually nicely weathered. Focus there. So it's just a black gun with a nice dry gun, like dry brush, I guess metallic or gunmetal, I'm not sure exactly. It looks more metallic to me, but just very nice weathering. Might go in and paint some details with like the blue lights myself, but I don't really think I need to. It's good enough. So that's Sev. Let's go over. Oh, I'll get Scorch here because he's loose. I'll get the other guys loose. So Scorch, I actually have the original one that was in a solo pack. So I'm not too excited about. Excuse me. Not too excited about getting him just because I have him already. Scorch is still one of my favorite clones, though, just because of his personality and the way that he was in the game. You know, he's always trying to have fun, blow stuff up. So he has all the same articulation, obviously, but the paint's a little bit different. Weathering on him, you can definitely tell that this is like the Geonosian color, the sand. So he has that from here down to here, and then he has, it looks like, scorch marks on his leg. No pun intended there. But I could have swore that he was gray, not like this blackish color. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I played the game, but he also does have, his head's a little stiff here. He has some scorch marks on his head there. You can see his visor is also blue. His backpack is different. Oop, there you go. So you see it has yellow, black, and then a little bit of white. This was in the Bad Batch episode, or at least I think this was. It's been a minute. But it's not Scorch in that episode, unfortunately. It was on StarWars.com that they said that it's just one to look like him. But for most people, that was Scorch, and it was pretty cool to see that. And like I said, all the same articulation. The only thing is he doesn't have this little, he's supposed to have an explosive pack here. It's not on this figure. I don't remember if it's on the one that released solo. It might be. I also noticed that Sev doesn't have the little pack down here, but I have Feast Garada, and I can take that off of him and throw that on there. So I don't know if those were in this pack. Obviously there's no peg hole here, so he probably doesn't have that. I'm sure one can be printed and glued on there at any point in time. I'm not really too worried about it. I have him already. And like I said, if I need to use the other one, I will. His gun is the only one that is different. He has the grenade launcher attachment, or anti-armor attachment. So you can see that it is weathered pretty much the same This has a dry brush, and it's like metallic or gunmetal again. So pretty cool there. And like I said, no difference in articulation across any of the figures that are here. So let's get Boss. This orange stands out very well, as you can see. He is weathered again with the mud or sand from Geonosis. And again, blue visor, a little bit of weather and marks there. He has obviously the most sand because he has mostly white armor from the abdomen down, and he doesn't have he has a different shoulder in the game. They just use the same model, which is fine. It works. It would be cool to... Oh, I just noticed this. He has a little peg hole here. So you can put Seb's little attachment in here if you wanted to. If you wanted to make a custom, I guess. It's pretty cool. I didn't think that he had that. So there you go. The same backpack is used all the way across. He does have the little LCD screen here. Like I said, his would say 3.8. You can see that the weather, and it's very nice. I wish this kind of quality was still put into some of the newer figures. He does not have much on his back plate here. He has just that little bit. I think that that's supposed to be colored across, but because the backpack's on here, you wouldn't see that anyway. But nothing, no weathering on his back from all the way abdomen down, and nothing really weathered there. It's mostly just the front. He does have the 4 dots here, but this one's kind of like falling off to the side. So if his arm's like this and he's facing you this way, you can kind of see it, not too well. I think the dots are just a little bit too big, but hey, it is what it is. Like I said, this is from eBay, so someone had this. It looks like there's a little bit of dirt in here. I'm going to try and clean that out. If it's not weathering, I'll have to pull up a picture, obviously, on Google. And then these are like old plastic marks here, so hopefully, you know, this didn't take a tumble off the shelf. But again, I'm using it for photos, so it just adds a little bit more character to the figure. Another perfect visor, which I'm happy to see. No misprints. Let's get Fixer out here. The last one. He was never my favorite originally, or one of my favorites, I should say, but he's grown to it just because I like his personality a lot too, and his dry sense of humor, really. He is the only character with a little blue part painted here. Scorch's backpack, I believe, was supposed to have some blue. Let me focus that. Up here somewhere is like little lights, but he does have his here. His LCD screen, however, is not painted blue, so it would look cooler with that. I might touch that up myself, we will see. But his backpack is different along with Scorch's, and this one's pretty cool looking, actually. It's like you can grab this and drag if he is hurt or whatever, which is what you think these would be for, but these are always at the bottom, and it wouldn't make sense. But you know, if he was down, you can drag him like this, so that's pretty cool. He is obviously the tech guy, so this could be some sort of antenna. But it's a cool backpack. It's painted. A little bit of weathering right there, just on the corner. That's pretty much it. So Fixer has, again, the Geonosis sand or mud. He has the 2 dots here, which fit well compared to Boss's, who has one hanging out over here a little bit. Another perfect visor, so again, happy about that. The line looks like it's off a little bit, but I don't remember if it's like that. Goes all the way around, wraps around the helmet. No weathering on the back plate, or paint for that matter. A little bit here, here, here. His abdomen is fully green, so this is just a green piece itself. So there's white weathering marks here, make it look like there was, or it was white armor painted. There's also some here. And then you have the design of 2 different greens on both legs, and that follows through, and that is a white piece with green printed on it, and it does follow around to the back. He has a tiny bit of mud back here, but not too much. His feet, as you can see, have mud on it, as they should. He's running through the sand. Like I said, all figures have the same articulation. he also has the same blaster as Sev did. So that is that. Let me switch back out to the other lens. Oh, actually, I'll go over the Geonosian real quick. Let me open him up. It's the first Geonosian figure that I have personally, so don't know too much about their articulation, but he will definitely work for photos. I can always Photoshop one around to make him multiple. So let's see. Let's go over the articulation real quick. So it looks like he has pretty good articulation there, as he is meant to fly. Pretty much reminds me of a grasshopper. He can stand up pretty tall, actually. He's taller than what I can fit in this lens. You can see face looks very, very nice. Very detailed. No overspilling of the paint on the eyes. The chest plate here is painted and weathered nicely. Little red dot right here. That follows down to, I guess, the waist armor or whatever. This is really cool. The wings move, and they are translucent, excuse me, so you can see through them. So it really does look like bug wings. Kind of reminds me of like I said, grasshopper, or maybe like a flying cockroach. He has, I guess, horns. I'm not familiar with the Geonosian body parts, I guess. There's a tail here, and then his feet kind of remind me of General Grievous, just less aggressive. And let's see, we got nice elbow bend. Sorry, nice elbow bend here. There doesn't look like any bend in movement, and the wrist, just some spin. That's gonna be the same for this arm. And then the legs, these are like reversed, so they're like, oh wow, they can bend pretty good there. And then you have no movement here. On a 1/12 scale figure, there would probably be a little bit of movement there, but it looks like it's right down here. So there's like an ankle joint. And then nothing with the feet. He does have some peg holes down here. And so that is the Geonosian. He has this little staff thing that you would see them carry in Attack of the Clones. Not too detailed here. There's just a little bit of red up here. We'll call it blood. But this is mostly a gray staff. And then that's that. So the thing that was interesting was this stand. And I don't remember the original set coming with it. But if it didn't, and this was just thrown in there, I'm not sure what this would be from. I was looking at it. I didn't see any marks on it saying Lucasfilm. Usually Lucasfilm toys are stamped with it. Maybe I'm missing it, but still, nonetheless, this is very cool to have to display them on. It will work. I can always Photoshop the color and change it. And like I said, it has focus, has pegs here, and then there's like extra holes here. I don't know if they're for other pegs. I don't have any other pegs. This is all that came with it, but either way, like I said, I'll take it. It's very cool, and it looks great in the background. Let me move this out a little bit so it'll focus on it. So yeah, having that in the background would be really cool for a photo or anything like that. But like I said, this was a great haul. I'm glad to have these guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.